problem is the people who use birth control effectively are the people who you really don't want using birth control, and the people who you most want to use birth control aren't using it. So I think we need to make reproduction licensable. We just can't allow any jerk to reproduce. You should need to meet certain standards before you are given a license to go off Depo-Provera and to be allowed to reproduce. So we want to encourage productive members of society to reproduce, and we want to remove licenses for reproduction from those who aren't productive and indeed are antisocial. Yeah, the trashing of Western civilization is massively incentivized. So you look cool to the people who occupy the high grounds of culture, to the people who occupy the high grounds of media, many parts of the legal profession, etc. You elevate yourself in status the more you criticize Western civilization, and to say that you love and respect Western civilization is to be regarded as a cretin by many of our elites. So perhaps we need to change our elites, or to at least change the incentives under which people operate. So it's kind of crazy to incentivize people to trash your nation, but that is what's going on now.
Yeah, it's always a shame when people who don't like the nation, and its one might say at its roots, wind up having some level of control over it. It's a terribly nasty situation. On college campuses, there rarely are Western Civ classes nowadays. Now it's called cultural studies, and I don't really see that coming back anytime soon. In a lot of high school, it's the same thing. There's really no class in Western civilization. When I was in college, and I started out in a Florida State college, we actually watched, Eugene Weber's The Western Tradition, which I don't know if anybody here has seen it, but it's definitely worth seeing. It's probably one of the most outstanding achievements in all of public television history. He wrote about this famously beforehand. He was a professor at UCLA, and we watched that, and we had to do papers on it. I don't think it was a Western Civ class, actually. I think it was a humanities class with a strong Western civilizational motif.
So I think what you're talking about are symptoms, rather than cause. So these are symptoms of an elite looking for new and exciting ways to virtue signal. And if somehow we can change the incentives, then all these symptoms will change. So every successful civilization attracts outsiders, and these outsiders are never the exact same type of people who built the top flight civilization. So every top flight civilization gets flooded by people who can